Part B, rational inequalities. We're going to solve these in the same way. The only difference is we might have some critical values that come from the denominator, along with the numerator. My critical values come from setting the denominator and the numerator equal to 0. When the numerator equals 0, we get x equals -5, and when the denominator equals 0, we get x equals 2. Plotting these on a number line, I get -5 and 2, and then I'm just going to plug in some test values, like -6, and 0, and 3. Plugging in -6, we get -6 plus 5 over -6 minus 2. That gives me -1 over -8. That's something positive. I think I'm not going to bother with specific values so much, just really focusing on the signs here. Plugging in 0, 0 plus 5 over 0 minus 2 gives me a positive over a negative, which makes that next region negative. Plugging in 3, we get 3 plus 5 over 3 minus 2. That's a positive over a positive, so that last region is positive. I'm looking for all the regions where this expression is less than 0, so I think that's going to be between -5 and 2. Next, let's look at x squared minus 3x minus 18 over x squared minus 4x plus 4 is greater than 0. Factoring, this gives me x minus 6 times x plus 3 over x minus 2 times x minus 2 greater than 0. And actually, I'm going to just rewrite this as x minus 6, x plus 3 over x minus 2 in parentheses squared is greater than 0. Our critical values occur at x equals 2, 6, and -3. For my test values, I'm going to plug in x equals -4, x equals 0, x equals 3, x equals 7. Plugging in -4, I'm going to get -4 minus 6 times -4 plus 3 over -4 minus 2 in parentheses squared. Well, this gives me a negative times negative, and realize that denominator is always going to be positive because whatever you get, you're going to square, which will make it positive. Negative times negative is a positive, divided by a positive makes that first region positive. When you plug in 0, 0 minus 6 gives you something negative. 0 plus 3 gives you something positive. The denominator is also positive, so that second region, a negative times a positive divided by a positive, will be negative. Plugging in x equals 3, you get a negative times a positive divided by a positive will again make that region negative. Plugging in x equals 7, you get a positive times a positive divided by a positive, which gives you a final positive region. My solution here will be -∞, -3, union 6, infinity.